time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this,
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pulls it in. It's Ellington. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. The Aggies are on the move. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. And it's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he gets it back so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Royer. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chambers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Catch in the middle, it's Chambers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally at times.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to scramble. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Warrior. Under fire. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the...
There he goes! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Spins away from the defender. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Chambers. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fires to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Got him, and nobody's close. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Warrior. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Got it in the middle, it's Denson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far.
The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved. And
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the lone back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Using his legs, it's Pugh. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put them up here in the second half. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Dropping back, it's Warrior. Turns it loose deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Right down the ballpark. Touchdown ball. He
his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense, big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. On the run, it's Pugh. Turning it on. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Royer. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. And the Volunteers Volunteers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Stopped at the 36-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that.
There he goes. Running through contact. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here would tie the game.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Might be looking to run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Weaver. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his man. It's Denson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, and we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Agnew. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to pass, it's Royer. Makes the catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's a fly. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggies. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. Flushed out of the pocket. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and
touchdown, Aggie! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Royer. That's caught. It's Agnew. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Agnew. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Touchdown ball! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on
Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Beebe. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Denson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. He showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
And they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster. And
oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some different...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Punch from the tackle. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Back to pass on second down. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be click it early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Special team. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Doors.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
With the catch, it's Denson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Peters. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside. That thing's bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So Vanderbilt's offense will start this game off with the football. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
10-yard line on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And you run a play that's conservative, you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing, get inside that 5-yard line, ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone.
Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Aggie! And they strike first. This is what... Oh, they blocked it. Now he can return this. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Peters. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
Touchdown, Vandy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Ellington. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Weaver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Denson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A&M comes back out with another first down. He might want another play. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Beebe. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw it. Under fire. He's got the tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top in times, running out in a half. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Snagged in the middle. It's Denson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Denson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, he
makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Denson. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Longo. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Going to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Thrust that arm out.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. To the ground. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's Pugh. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation...
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the ball is free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's a pop the ball loose.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Completes it in the middle. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback running on the draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Peters. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. From the gun. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. The Aggies offense will have first crack at this one. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Denson. Oh, he got a touchdown. Texas A&M. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Back to throw, it's Presley. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results or work.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Using his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what is a commitment?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They're setting up the screen. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Presley. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker, it's Denson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown it up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipate, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Presley. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Back to throw, it's Presley. Quickly complete.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between them.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes the catch. It's Pugh. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for once.
He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and
touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Presley. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Now on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations and really makes you very predictable.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Presley. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down here for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line. And that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead.
Sneaks it in. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Presley. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Firing deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's still running after the move. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Presley. Got his man quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. LSU lining up first and goal. The give. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
They're trailing by 21 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Aurora. He's got his man. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it. The only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Finds this big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's on target and complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it up to 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Aurora. It's complete to the right. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Longo. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.